today's episode, you will see that before Terry was a scrapbooker extraordinaire, she was a cake decorator extraordinaire with great hair. Here's Terry.
Never gets old. Okay, today I am scrapbooking me making a wedding cake for a friend. And let me tell you a little bit about the cake first, because some of the parts I'm going to use kind of reflect that. Okay, when I did her cake, she wanted this pattern. She's like, I want a little pattern on it. And so I actually took lace and laid it on the cake and then airbrushed watercolor. No, it was food coloring. Food coloring through it. And so here I am, I'm decorating it at her parents' house. And some of the detail, it's like she had like hanging frosting. She picked out a cake from a wedding cake book that she had, or a wedding book that she had, or something. And so I tried to match it as much as possible, and she wanted it in these different shades of blue. So she's got dark blue, she's got the white roses, and her cake topper was a Precious Moments figure that her husband had given her, and it was the man carrying the bride over, well, the groom carrying the bride over the threshold. So he's got her up in his arms. She had two different ones, and she's like, which one should I use? And it's like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. So I told her to use that one. So I remember all that. So, and then, so this was the day that I pretty much had it all made. And then like when you're transporting it, sometimes the stuff falls off, or like especially like the little dangly lace. So then I had to go there and fix it. And this is like, I think it was the day of. And I just remember it was a hot day. I don't remember if it was an August wedding or a July wedding. I'll have to ask her. But anyhow, it was a hot day. It was a hot day when I made it, the first day. But this second day was really hot, and I think they didn't have the air conditioning on in the place where the reception was. So anyhow, there's like this heart with lace in it, and then the little statue would go right like in front of this when I got all finished. But because of it being that little Precious Moments figurine, I didn't even put it on until I think maybe we got there after the wedding. So I think I'm gonna have them kind of like this. And again, I'm just gonna use this paper, and then I'm embellishing, and that's it. And this paper also reminds me of her, because she liked like these kind of colors. And actually I had this leftover fabric that we made her a little window topper out of, and it looked like this. So it's like, so this totally, gives me deja vu of that day. And and her name was Terry too. I had lots of friends named Terry. It was so weird. Okay, I thought I lost my things here. Okay, I think I need to pull it down just a hair more. I think probably right around there. And do you think I can see my invisible ruler? Oh no. Where is it? The invisible ruler. I didn't set anything on top. Well, obviously I did set something on top of it. I got this gigantic ruler here, but that's not gonna tell me it's straight. Okay, just hold on. It can't be far, can it? I'm gonna pause, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I need to not fiddle around. You know how my internet's been causing me a problem, and nobody's gonna be here to help me with it till probably another week or something. I forget what they said. August something. I know it's close. Oh, and by the way, this is my collection obsession I'm using. And it is Simple Stories, Simple what? Simple Vintage Cottage Fields. And I love this one. I mean, this is one of those ones I would just like to hoard it. But I'm not going to. Okay, so that looks like it's going to be straight there. And that's close to where I thought. Let's see. It's about 2 inches from there, and this will be about 2 inches. That sounds good. Okay, and I'm going to, well, actually, do I want to stick it to the picture or down here? I'm just going to go ahead and put a little here. Because I want this somewhere about there, I think. Because I still want to show like all the watercolor look of this. But I'm all right with some of this in the middle, so I'm going to pull it down just a little bit there. Okay. Yeah, I think every time I had to make a wedding cake, it was hot. I used to do a wedding cake like almost every weekend when I lived in Wisconsin. And I worked at a bakery. Okay, is that down far enough, or do I need to pull it down just a hair more? I think that should be good. It'll kind of go over that other picture just slight, or the mat of it, so that's okay. And you're probably seeing my really messy hair. Okay, I think that's good. Oh, no, that's not good. Got it way down too far now. Okay, I might have to pause again. Okay, I'm back. You know what happened? I had put the doily down first when I was planning it, so both pictures were on top of that doily. That was the deal. Okay, so I had sat and cut out some of the cards, or some of the parts from the cards, and this was one of them. I just thought it was so pretty that I thought I'm going to use that, but I forget what the words were on it, but I didn't want those. So I thought I'm just gonna cut this out. And so I was actually playing with those when I first started laying them out. So that's what I'm going to use. So I'm gonna just tuck this one in here because part of it, you know, it was at the side of the card. So it works perfectly to do that. And then I am using these two butterflies, and I forgot to put dimensionals on them. So I'm gonna pause and do that, because otherwise it'll take forever. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Usually I try to plan ahead doing that, and it's like, oh my gosh, do you think that my glue is sitting here? No. Some of you guys know that I have a flare shop, and I sell those little arrows in there. And then I had somebody that they wanted the arrows, and then they realized that they were small. So she's like, okay, then can you make me the big ones? And I had did a demo on how to make the arrows, and so anyhow, it's like. And I made a big one that day, so I thought, okay, I'll show her that and see if she wants that. So I'm going to be making some of those for her. So actually I was making some, and it's like they kind of take a while. So that's what I've been doing for 2 days. So that's that's why I missed yesterday. And just trying to get things together. And so I've got stuff like not in its normal place. I mean, I'm a messy girl because you know, I'm a scrapbooker, you know. Okay, so I'm using one of the chipboard flowers. If I can get the little paper off the back. I feel like I gotta sneak up on it to get it off there. And I think I'm gonna be just ripping off whatever comes off. Okay, so a little more than the back, but it doesn't matter because you always have to glue them anyway. Okay, so I'm kind of spreading my colors in my visual triangles. So I'm gonna put this like turquoisey color here. I thought the turquoise looked fine with this. I mean, there's like all the colors are in this paper. And so, okay, so I have my little cluster here, and now I'm gonna work my title in. And I'm using one of the titles from the foam stickers, and I love being able to use them. So it's like, I thought this is perfect because it's a wedding, so I'm gonna use love, and I'm gonna put it right above here, and it is overlapping that a little bit, so that's okay. Oh, I'm gonna pick up a little butterfly, I guess. Okay, and then I also have one of the cut aparts. I think it was probably the other side of this card. I don't know, maybe it was like a wider card, I'm not sure. And I just thought I felt like, you know, this was a collection that I kind of maybe got a few, I don't know, did I get some of the things? I think I got a couple of things that Tuesday morning. I've got to say I'm not a big fan of the layered stickers. I don't know, they're like darker or something, so I don't know, there's just something about them, I don't like them too much. But I will probably manage to use them sooner or later, but this is layout 4, and I haven't used them yet. Okay, so I'm using that there. And then I have this yellow butterfly, and I don't know if I want to stick it here or put it up here. I think I would still like it to be down here. So I think I'm gonna do that. Because once I decided on a title, it kind of went into part of my spot where I had kind of already planned on putting this. Okay, so I think that's good. I like that a lot. Okay, I'm picking up this other butterfly. Okay, so in each cluster, you know, I'm trying to bring the colors around. So I don't have every color here yet, but I am working at it. Okay. Now I have this doily that says love you more, but I don't want the love you more, even though I do love my friend. So I am going to tuck it right underneath here and just show the one side. And I guess I should have put this down before the flower. So that's what happens when you plan it, and then you actually have the sticky on it. Later. Oh, I think I need to turn it a little bit. I think that will do it. Because I just don't want any of that part showing. Okay. So I get my little bit of black down there. And then I have a pink chipboard heart. So I'm bringing the pale pink down. And I am going to get off this sticker. The chipboard just kind of fell out of the chipboard, you know, what holds up the chipboard sheet or whatever you call it. So I'm just going to stick this down here. So I've got my little bit of black here, got my little bit of black up here, and then I will be using a little yellow. I'm going to use enamel dot. Actually, I suppose I could just put them on now, just because I think of them last. I kind of think of everything in the order that I did it, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit of a turquoise enamel dot, and then a yellow enamel, or They're faux brads. So I think that's good there. So now I've got all the colors, I think, represented in every area. Okay, and then I'm gonna be working down here. And I told you about all the lace. I sprayed through the lace. And then also when you put the frosting on, it kind of looks like lace. So I'm gonna bring this down here at the bottom of this, kind of centered. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of tape here and there because I'm gonna kind of layer over that anyway. I'm just gonna kind of center it. Let me see if I can kind of get it in the center. Okay, and this is the center, so I've got it really close. There, I don't even know if I moved it, but that's the center right there. Okay. And then I have another piece, and this is all from that same die cuts. I don't remember, I think they might be Sizzix or Tim Holtz, I don't remember. But I did a bunch of them one day, and then I showed them because I did kind of like a collection of white stuff that I could just pull into anything that I'm working on. Okay, I keep thinking all my stuff is to the right, to the left of me because I think that's where I usually put it. Okay, and this I cut out of one of the cards also. And I'm gonna tape it down, but I know that I'm gonna have to have a dimensional underneath it somewhere. And where are my wide ones? I don't know because I've been just messy. And I don't know. Okay, I guess I'll just use these. Okay, so I know I'm gonna have to have some in here because of where it's gonna sit. And I might have to tuck some more in later because I told you how last times I put down the things and then you see how things are kind of popped up and then you have to tuck little dimensionals underneath them to get them to lay just right. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring this where it's kind of over both things. I do want this to show, even though the picture is not a very good picture. I wish I would have got a picture of the cake. My ex, he used to take photos, but it's like, you know, it's like I didn't get like all, you know, I didn't get photos of like every moment I would like to have. Now it's like, you know, we all have that camera in our hand. I gotta tell you, that's so nice having the camera in your hand for that moment. Now if I could just have it there every single time that I wanted it, you know, ready, because sometimes, you know, things happen and such a neat things happens and it's like, oh, I didn't get the photo. Okay, and I have this piece and it's from Stucco, the EK Success, and it's called Architectural Building Elements. And I got it at Big Lots years ago. And it's just, you know, been sitting, well, it's been in a box. So it's like, you know, I just been neglected. So I'm gonna put it right down here. I used one of these on some wedding pictures of my daughter, and I love circular elements. So, and it's like it's a door knocker. But it's so cute. I mean, yeah, it's a little dimensional, but it's not too bad. I love it, so I'm using it. Okay, and I think the only thing I have left to do is I found some of these. Now, this is also in my kit. Everything here is in my kit. And this is Simple Stories Bloom stickers. And they have these like little words, do all things with kindness. They have all these colorful words. And then these ones, and these are just so pretty that I thought I can stick some of these in here. This one says, every little moment matters, and it's my biggest sticker. So where can I put that? Can I put it up here under love? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Try and get it to fit there. I just thought these words would work and I figured I could fit them in someplace. But that's perfect right underneath the love. And then I got remember, because she's on Facebook with me. It's like I don't see her too much because she lives back in Wisconsin. And so I'm going to put remember here. And this one says love life. So I'm trying to make a visual triangle, so maybe I'll stick it. Well, I actually have celebrate there, that little thing. So maybe I'll just kind of stick this by the flower. I could put it right on the words. Came really close to covering up that little thing. Maybe live life, or do I want it down? Maybe I'll stick it down in here, even though my little celebrate is there. I think that would be pretty. I'm gonna tuck it underneath there. Okay, I like that. I always forget to use those little words, and it's like I put them out where I see them all the time and I still forget to use them. Okay, and then since it's a wedding and it's a wedding cake, I'm gonna use white enamel dots. I just think that would be elegant. I mean, I like all the white space. I mean, there's not a lot of white space, but actually the white space is kind of underneath here, but I love how this all looks. I think it really turned out nice. Okay, where do I want to stick these? We can just kind of bring them around through the layout. And I think I'm going to stick this up here. This one I must have used white ones for some, they're little tiny white ones for something, because I have more of the big ones. Okay, I think I'll stick one right up here in the lace. And over here, maybe right down here. You know, sometimes you kind of see a spot that looks like, oh yeah, it needs to be there. This kind of reminds me of decorating cakes, because I would do the lace and then maybe put like a little dot there of lace. That's fun. Oh, nope, I lost it. It's like I went to pick up another one. It's like, I still feel something on my finger. There we go. Okay, and then, see, I've got a group of 3 there. Maybe one here. Trying to spread them around, but sometimes it gets difficult. Okay. And maybe one just between the flowers there. Okay, that's it. This is the 4th layout from my collection obsession. So I love it. It's like I've had these pictures since, I think this is like 85, if I'm not mistaken. So that's it for today. I will have close-ups at the end. There will also be a list below for everyone who is playing along. We've all started with one collection that we've done throughout the month, and our goal is to get 4 out of it and to use those things that you just have sitting around. And I would challenge you all to pull out something that you've been hoarding and scrapbook with it, because I've loved every one that I've done this month. It's just such a pretty collection. I would like to do it all over again, but I still have lots of pages left, because I think just about every one I used a full sheet or parts of it with a background that I pulled out. But love, love, love them. So have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Wait, come back. I didn't finish. I went to pick stuff up and I forgot. I have a pale pink heart that I wanted to stick over here, and I will have to glue that because I didn't have a really pale color over here. I can't even believe that I just left them lay here because I was so intent in getting all my pieces of my visual triangles. So I gotta have my little pink heart there. And then over here is my turquoise one because I had to have a turquoise. Now, just want to put it down because, okay, and I'm sticking that right down here at the bottom of this spot because I liked how it looked like it kind of trailed off the lace. Okay, now I'm really done, I think. Yes, I am, except for journaling. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.